how is it going, Diablo fans? So apparently this night, Blizzard made a ninja patch, and they said they're gonna fix some issues with the glyphs, they're gonna update the tooltip, but that's not exactly what they did. They did something completely different. So let me just show you real quick what they did, right? If you look at the picture right now, that's from yesterday, you can see my glyph was at 2.1% at level 2. And now look at my glyph right now. So this now is at 2.08% at level 5. So they basically changed it from 0.1% to 0.02%. So that's basically 1/5. So they highly reduced the amount of multiplicative damage per level. But they did something else. Now every node is multiplicative by itself. So you can see, like, if I hover these nodes, they are all like 2.1% X. And if I go to the big one, this is 4.2% X, and the 7 ones are 2.9% X. And all these nodes are multiplicative with each other. So that's why I'm getting like 91.4% increased damage. So now you might say, well, that's nice. You know, all the nodes are multiplicative with each other. It's not just one big multiplier, but the reduction of the percentage from 0.1% per level to 0.02% per level is actually a huge deal, because I will show you right now what this actually means for the glyph scaling. So I just made a little spreadsheet again to just calculate, to show you what this actually means for the progression of the glyph damage. So first of all, I was just, verifying that everything is correct. So I just put my percentage per stat, like 2.08 in here. And then I just, calculated all the nodes you get here, like from a board. So every board has 158 core stats. All boards are the same. Maybe it's different for other classes, but at least for Sorceress, 158 is every board. Like, it doesn't matter which board you take. I can show you right now. Like, you have 91.4% in this board, right? Let me go to this board. 91.4. We go to this board. 91.4. Let me go to this board. 91.4. And 91.4. So all boards are exactly the same base core stats. They all have the same. It's 158 core stats. Okay, so understanding that we have 158 core stats per board, actually there's like a little bug. I don't know if you can call it a bug, but so the 50% bonus to all rare nodes within range, which actually gives me like 10 intelligence on this glyph, doesn't work. Like, it works, but it doesn't count into the air damage. Like, the 158 is all the core stats here, but it's not including the 10 intelligence the glyph gives itself. So it's a little bit less because you don't have like the returns on the 50% bonus to a rare node. That is actually not going to affect your multiplicative damage. Just like a side note. But let's go back to the spreadsheet now. Alright, now let's get back to our spreadsheet. You can see I have the 2.08% here, which is my level 5 glyph. And then I take all the paragon nodes here, like these are all the core stat nodes with 5, and I just multiply it by 2.08 all the time, and then just go to the very bottom. Then I have 4 nodes which actually have 7, that's the magic nodes, and then I have the 2 rare nodes with 10, and I'm gonna end up at 91.3%. So that's pretty close to the one which displayed in the tooltip. That one is just rounded. So this calculation is basically correct, but I want to change it a little bit. Basically, I just use a different formula. I just used the 158 divided by 5, and I used the power of that, like the power was like 2.08. I don't even know how to say it. Anyway, if I use this formula and we go back to like my level 5 glyph here with 2.08%, you can see it's like 91.66, so it's like slightly higher. You can see the formula actually here if you're interested in that. So it is slightly higher because this one is actually dividing 158 by 5, so it basically means every node will be like a base of 5, and I don't have the 7 and the 10 nodes, so this is why it's slightly higher, because it's actually adding like 3 more to the base of the power or whatever. I can't even explain it. I'm not like a mathematical guy, but basically the calculation here is very close to the real one. So then if we actually go down and look how it scales, like look, we are like 86% at level 1, and then at level 49 we will be at 151%. So that's pretty much a lousy whatever, like 80% for leveling all the way to 49. So that is really not a lot. Like, this is not going to carry you. This means it's going to be an extreme grind. Like, this is not going to carry you to like tier 15s, tier 20s, or whatever, right? This is going to carry you nowhere. Like, this is not a lot. And then if you hit level 50, which is probably the primary goal everybody will have, you will add another 60 stats. And I will show you right now why it is a 60 core stats. All right, so why do I say 60 core stats? So let's just go to the planner here, right? So this is all sorceress boards. I'm pretty sure it's different for other classes. I'm just taking sorceress now as an example. And I'm taking the nodes which are actually affected here, right? So let me put the Tears of Blood in here at level 50. And you can see I just marked all the nodes which are in the last ring. Oh, I actually forgot one. And then you just count them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, then you go to the next board, and you have like 4. The next board, this one is actually the static search board for sorcerers, would be the best one. If I put it in here, it's actually 12. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is my 60 additional core stats here because this is the best board. Like, all the other boards are not that good, right? I just went through them real quick so you can just see what is the extra amount. So we can add 60 more core stats basically here at level 50. And now we return back. So we have the 60 core stats, right? So instead of 158, we have 218. The rest of the formula stays the same. And then you can see the scaling starts to kick in like at these levels, right? So if you really get like to higher levels, like, I mean, probably, like, I'm already at level 19. I'm at 400%. 400% sounds great, but it's probably still not going to carry you. Like, probably like 450. I don't even know when it starts to carry you. Like, but just like if we go to the very bottom here, you can see the scaling, and basically at level 200, I'm gonna arrive at like 1100%. So this is probably gonna carry you like through a tier 25, maybe. I don't even know if it will, maybe. But I guess it's just absurd to think that somebody is gonna reach like the level 200 unless Blizzard does further fixes. So what I mean by that is being a heavy nerf. So originally we would think it would grow by like 0.1% per level, right? And if I use the same formula with this calculation here, like this is 0.1% per level, right? You can see, like this would be, like this increase would be meaningful, I feel like. Like this would make sense to carry you through the higher levels. Like you would start slow off, like it would be so different in the beginning, right? But like if you reach like level 20s, you're already like in the 300%. And like, you know, shortly before you reach like the level 50, you are like already at like 700%. Like if I need 150 plus hours to reach like level 50 and I get 700%, I can feel like this is gonna carry me to like tier 25. And then after it actually starts getting ridiculous. Because, you know, the numbers like just scale so much more. Like, and if you actually like look down, like it start getting scaling like crazy, right? Basically, it gets very high to like 500,000%. So I don't know what is the intention, but I just feel like this scaling here would have been better because actually in the beginning, before I reach like a level 50, I just would feel like, you know, this 1,700% multiplicative at level 50 might be worth like carrying you towards like level 25 maybe. But we're not gonna get this scaling. We are gonna get this scaling. So if you reach level 50, you're gonna get your 259% multiplicative, which is nice, but it's never gonna carry you through like tier 25s. So, well, that's just it. Like, I just want to make this video real quick because this is kind of a ninja nerf because they just patched in the 0.02% instead of the 0.1%. So I just want to make this video real quick so you're aware and like share these calculations, how it will scale, and that it's actually going to be a terrible grind and your power is literally not really going to grow a lot until you reach like really high levels of this glyph. So you might want to reconsider if this is not going to get patched by Blizzard again, if you even want to do this content, because if it takes forever to farm for like this 300% multiplicative, which is not even going to carry you through like tier 20s maybe, then you might just reconsider like doing this whole content, or you might for Blizzard to at least give a statement or make a patch. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.